Welcome back to another video on the channel. Tottenham Hotspur 4, Burnley 0. I've got Spurs fan Josh with me. Josh, what did you make of today's game?
Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled. Honestly, what a performance from the boys. So happy just to watch that and just be relieved and see a great performance from pretty much everyone on the pitch. Everyone showed their class, especially one Welsh dragon himself. Wow, what a game from Gareth Bale. But also lots of individuals showed some real quality, and they showed us all of us fans, what they're capable of and what we've missed in recent weeks.
We have been expecting these types of Gareth Bale performances since he arrived at Hotspur Way, Josh, haven't we? Yeah. And you know, to see that today, I'm hoping now that we see this in every single game until the end of the season, because he was absolutely fantastic, and you know, we've all been expecting it. But we've seen glimpses in the past couple of weeks. You know, he come on against Manchester City. Of course, he changed the game, although we didn't get the result against West Ham. Wolfsburger in both games, you know, played well. But today is all about Gareth Bale, isn't it?
Exactly. They teased us, the Spurs media team, when we signed him. They said Bale is back. Well, he's back now. Let's just say that. He's got as you said, he's got 7 goals or assists in his past 4 games for us. He's well and truly back. And anyone saying that, oh, it's against Burnley, it's one game, he's been doing it for the past couple of games now. And he looks like every time he touches the ball, he turns it to gold. Every time he's in front of goal, he looks like he's going to score. He looks like proper Gareth Bale. It's so nice to see, honestly. It was not nice to see at the beginning of the season, where he's low on confidence. Obviously, he wasn't fit. Didn't have the pace, but now he's literally so silky, gliding past Burnley players today. Just his shot is back. He literally scored the exact same goal that he scored against Wolfsburger, with a little cut inside into the far post, and it's just beautiful to watch. And I've always said we've got 2 world-class players up front, Son and Kane. And now when you add Gareth Bale into the mix, what we are capable of winning these trophies that we're in the finals for, like the Carabao Cup and obviously the latter stages of the Europa League. When you got Kane, you got Son, and you got Bale, we've got a big chance. We honestly have got a big chance of doing what we haven't been able to do since 2008.
Well, how exciting does that make you feel, Josh, when you see that starting 11 come out and Jose Mourinho? You know, we were all expecting Gareth Bale to be in the starting 11. Some of us were expecting Dele Alli to be in the starting 11. Didn't happen. But to have Harry Kane, Heung-min Son and Gareth Bale in the same team, you know, we were all getting excited about this at the start of the season. It didn't quite happen, but now it's happening. You know, 2 goals for Gareth Bale today, 1 for Harry Kane and 1 for Lucas Moura. Heung-min Son perhaps should have got on the score sheet as well. But, you know, Tottenham has scored 4 goals today, but it's the way that we destroyed Burnley. You know, we could have scored so many more, couldn't we, today? Clinical.
We were so clinical up front. And as you said, all the boys were working together as a proper team up front. Like Son and Kane, you could see their little connections. They were being re-established today, although Son and Kane did miss quite a few chances, but that's not their fault. And then like I said, when you add Gareth Bale into the mix, he's so clinical. It's unbelievable. He's literally got a howitzer on his foot. He can whack that ball into the net, and it's lovely to see. And I think it was last week we lost that game against West Ham. And you just saw the flourishes of Gareth Bale. When he came on, and he completely changed the game. And now he's well and truly, literally established himself in this team. You can't drop him now. He's got to be playing every game, really, that's in the Premier League or important games. And as you said about Dele Alli, obviously he had a really good game against Wolfsburger. And it was a shame not to see him start. But I thought when he came on, he had a good performance, much better than what he's been doing in recent months. I think there's been a big change. I've heard that his personal life, some things have changed in recent weeks, which I think might have given him some more kind of confidence on the pitch. But this is a good time. We like you said, I think in your previous video, I was giving it a watch. You said this can be our turning point. We've got to use this as our turning point. We've now got a couple of games next. We've got the Palace game, we've got Fulham next, and then we've got the North London derby. We've got to use this stage to push on and try our hardest to get European football, if not top 4 as well. If that's quite a tough ask. I think it's 6 points. Is it?
Yeah. It is, Josh. We're 6 points away from the top 4 currently. You said earlier, you know, some fans will say, well, it's only Burnley. But you know, in some of these games where some fans have said, well, it's only, you know, X, Y, and Z team, you know, we've struggled to get the points. You know, you can only play what's in front of you. You know, Wednesday night against Wolfsburg, a 4-0, a very good performance. You know, I know there were a lot of different players on the pitch today for Tottenham in the starting 11, but yeah, it was a very, very decent performance today. Very good attacking style, which we all love to see. And this is like, you know, like the West Ham game. Like Melvin said in the previous video, it's like the West Ham game of us going 3-0 up within half an hour. But it's about killing games off, and I think that we've done that, you know, very, very well today. I know we could have scored a lot more goals, but you know, confidence now going into that Fulham game. Surely, Josh, Jose Mourinho and all of the players, you know, when you look at the Premier League table, surely all of the Tottenham, you know, everyone connected with Tottenham Hotspur Football Club are going to think, you know, that top 4 is back on, because it looked pretty bleak last week, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it looked terrible. We lost 5 out of our last 6. That's just awful relegation form. And but now we recent games, the Wolfsburger one, this one today, we look like a completely different side. And I also just want to have a mention. I'm one of Davinson Sanchez's biggest critics, but he had a superb game today. And like you said in the previous video, we can score these goals. We have all of the firepower to score goals, but we've bottled so many of these games, and we need a solid defence. And Davinson Sanchez today, alongside Toby, actually gave us that. And I think it's a big change having 2 proper centre backs playing in the defence instead of Eric Dyer, who just makes lots of mistakes every game. So we could, if we move on with a Toby and a Sanchez centre back positions, we could actually crack on in this year and try and get top 4, because that's what we need. The board know that, the fans know that, the players know that. Harry needs it to stay at Spurs really for a long period of time, and we deserve it, to be quite honest. We've got the players to get top 4, and like you said, I think it is in our grasp. It really is.
Josh, Francis writes on screen now, hope Gareth Bale is at Spurs next season. Surely in this form, we would love to see Gareth Bale stay at Tottenham for next season.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think obviously he's on a loan from Real Madrid, and I'd just go and get him. Just go and sign him. I think they were quoting 15 million for Gareth Bale, even though he's 31. He's younger than Aubameyang. I mean, we should just go get him in the summer. We know what he's capable of, and he's showing it to all of us fans now. You know, if I was Daniel Levy, I'd be on the mobile phone to Florentino Perez at Real Madrid right now. Honestly, get us. You know what Levy's like. Get us a cheap deal. Go and get him for 9 million plus pre-season friendly at the stadium, and give him all the money from the drinks.
Josh, going back to today's game now, if you think of how Tottenham started, within 2 minutes we went 1-0 up. 15 minutes gone, we went 2-0 up, and then 31 minutes gone, we were 3-0 up. It was an exceptional start from Tottenham, wasn't it? Because you know, Spurs have been criticised, you know, heavily by the fans and the pundits that in recent games we haven't started games very well. But in today's game, we were on it from the off.
Yeah, totally agree. Honestly, getting that goal in like the second minute with Bale finishing it off, but Son was so direct. I rewatched it, and in recent weeks we just haven't been direct. We've been really like mucking around at the back, passing sideways. And with the goal that we got in the second minute today, he ran forward and put that ball in for Bale, and we go 1-0 up. And I think Alan Smith at the beginning of the game was saying, "Oh, Tottenham don't start very well, blah blah blah," and the boys just went out there and proved everyone wrong straight away. Get out on the front foot. That's what we want to see. We want to see our boys go and get a goal really quickly, and then get that lead, get a bigger lead. Go and get the second goal. Go and get the third goal, and kill off the game. I remember watching games at White Hart Lane on the television with my granddad, and we'd go and we'd pump teams like Stoke, Everton. Like it'd be 4-0, and we just keep scoring, and we'd have the solid defence with all the prime players like Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Danny Rose, Carl Walker back in those days. We've just got to use that, and use that kind of think back to then, and use that as a platform to keep going now. And I tell you what, Reguilon and Aurier today were absolutely fantastic. And that's what we've missed in recent weeks. And there's a reason why Pep Guardiola spends hundreds of millions of pounds on fullbacks. It's because they make a huge difference on the game. And we aren't going to win games, to be quite honest, with Jaffet playing right back out of position and Ben Davis, he does his job, but he's nothing like Reguilon. He's not a special like baller. But those two made a huge impact, and we've really missed them from injury. We've really missed them, and they made a big impact today.
Josh, lastly, how confident are you feeling for top four now?
I'd really love it. I really would. I'll tell you what, if we go and beat Arsenal, if we can go get a couple of wins against Fulham and Crystal Palace, not any drop points. We can't afford to drop any points. If we can go beat Arsenal, we'll go and get top four, I think. Because I think other teams are starting to fall off a bit now. Like Leicester earlier lost to Arsenal. They looked literally nothing like they have been in previous weeks. There's a lot of injuries coming as well. A lot of injuries. Lots of players are getting injured. And it's a bit like Tottenham have gone through their awful, disastrous sticky phase of losing 5 out of 6. And we need to put that behind us now and go for a proper finish to the season. As Mark says, he doesn't think we're going to get top 4. But why not? It's 6 points. I remember in the Tottenham documentary, the Amazon documentary, we were always chasing top 4 last year. And we ended up with Europa League. But we've just got to be confident. We've just got to do it. And especially this season, anything's possible. Anything could happen this season. So we've got to go and do it.
The next few games are absolutely vital, Josh. And I know a few people are saying don't have a shave until Tottenham win a cup. That could be some time. It could be like Santa, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Oh. Josh, thank you very much. Lovely to talk to you as always. And let's hope that Tottenham can carry on this winning form. Josh, thank you very much, and come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.